live. Up and down the coast, from the beaches to the valleys. At 11, this is KEYT News Channel 3, where the news comes first.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Elise Martinez. Thanks for joining us here on Midday. Santa Maria police are investigating an early morning shooting. It happened at the 7-Eleven on Broadway. News Channel 3 reporter Keith Carls is live at the scene with the latest. Hi, Keith.
Hi, Elise. Yeah, this happened sometime after 4:30 this morning here at the 7-Eleven behind me. That's on the corner of the 1900 block of South Broadway at Carmen Lane. Now, we're still waiting to hear how many victims are involved in the shooting and what their condition is, as well as a possible motive for the shooting. The parking lot in front of the 24-hour convenience store here was taped off this morning to allow police investigators to collect evidence. No word yet if any arrests have been made. Surveillance cameras may have captured the entire shooting on video, which could help in the police investigation. This morning's shooting follows a deadly shooting early last Sunday morning on the northwest side of the city here in Santa Maria. A 19-year-old Guadalupe man was found shot to death in the street at the intersection of Mill and Lincoln Streets. Santa Maria police believe that shooting may have been gang-related. It's unclear right now if this morning's shooting here at the 7-Eleven and the one on Sunday morning at Mill and Lincoln are linked in any way. We expect to get more information from Santa Maria police on this morning's shooting as the day unfolds. Reporting live at midday in Santa Maria, I'm News Channel 3 reporter Keith Carls. Elise, back to you.
Keith, thank you. New COVID-19 cases are dropping nationwide, and a growing number of states are rolling back restrictions. But states and businesses are sending mixed messages about mask mandates as they grapple with the CDC's new guidance for those who have been fully vaccinated. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has more from Washington.
With the U.S. making hopeful strides in the fight against COVID-19, a patchwork of policies from states and businesses lifting mask mandates is causing confusion.
Some are maintaining a mask mandate and others are not.
Dr. Anthony Fauci defending the CDC's guidance that fully vaccinated Americans can ditch their masks.
Even if you have a breakthrough infection, the chances of your transmitting it to someone else is extremely low. Very, very low.
New York is one of the latest states to announce it's dropping its statewide mask mandate starting tomorrow.
New Yorkers have made great progress, so let's get back to life.
But in neighboring New Jersey, the governor telling CNN, not so fast.
You're asking somebody who's at the hardware store working there or in a retail or a grocery store to make the judgment on who's vaccinated and who's not. We're not there yet.
8 states still have indoor mask rules for vaccinated people, but 5 say they will change this month. Chains like Starbucks, Walmart, Trader Joe's, and Costco dropping their mask rules, and now Target and Home Depot joining them, but only in states without mandates.
Should I take my mask off? Should I leave it on? It's super confusing.
I'm going to wear mine for a long time until I feel comfortable not wearing it.
The debate comes as the CDC reports more than 123 million Americans are fully vaccinated. States are now ramping up their efforts to give the Pfizer shot to 12 to 15-year-olds. This school in Milwaukee opening up its own vaccination site. And Ohio reported a boost in vaccinations after it opened up a lottery offering $1 million to those who get vaccinated. It's part of an effort to fight vaccine hesitancy. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
And masks will be required in California until June 15th. California Health and Human Services Secretary Dr. Mark Ghaly made the announcement yesterday morning. He says California will continue with June 15th as the date when the mask mandate will end, and fully vaccinated people will no longer need to wear a mask in most public situations. Right now, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask outside as long as you can distance yourself from others. Santa Barbara County public health leaders say waiting a bit longer allows more people to get vaccinated. San Luis Obispo and Ventura County say they are also following the state's guidelines on masks. And more help is on the way for families. The Treasury Department says that beginning in mid-July, 39 million families will start receiving monthly child payments. It's part of President Joe Biden's coronavirus relief package passed earlier this year. Eligible parents will receive a total of $3,600 for each child under the age of 6 and up to $3,000 for all kids ages 6 through 17. The previous child tax credit maxed out at $2,000 and could only be claimed when filing income taxes. Let's go now to Annika Abbott in the First Alert Weather Center to get a quick check on our forecast today. Hi there.
Hello, Elise. Well, it's a nice, warm, beautiful day here. That May gray gone, so a lot quicker from the past couple of days, though we can still see some clouds lingering way far out in the distance here on our Santa Barbara Yacht Club camera. Temperatures out right now already warming up nicely in the low 60s in Santa Barbara, and across the region we're looking at temperatures in the 60s to the 70s overall at the moment. So we are increasing just a bit from yesterday. Take a look at San Luis Obispo and Morro Bay, already over 10 degrees difference from this time yesterday. But that big contender we have today is the wind. That's going to be picking up speed within the next hour to a couple of hours. So I will have a lot more about that, and the wind advisory is going into place coming up in just a couple minutes.
Annika, thank you. The death toll is climbing in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. More people were killed today when a rocket from Gaza struck an Israeli town. At least 213 Palestinians have died and 12 people in Israel. Children are among the dead. President Joe Biden is backing calls for a ceasefire as the violence shows no signs of letting up. The UN Security Council is holding an emergency meeting today to push to end the devastating conflict. Here's Ian Lee.
Mohammed El-Hadidi cradles his 5-month-old son Omar, the only child he has left after an Israeli airstrike killed his wife and 4 other sons. Rescuers found Omar alive under the rubble of this house in the arms of his dead mother. The Israeli warplanes targeted my family without warning, Mohammed says. Israel insists it's targeting Hamas militants. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says his military continues to strike at terror targets. For more than a week, airstrikes have hit Palestinian homes, buildings, and underground tunnels allegedly used by Hamas militants. But often, civilians pay the price. Palestinian health authorities say more than 60 children have been killed. Overnight, Gaza militants launched dozens of rockets toward Israel. The vast majority are intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome missile defense system, the multi-billion-dollar technology partially funded by U.S. taxpayers. But some missiles are getting through, like the one that struck a packaging plant in southern Israel today, killing 2 Thai workers. The conflict is also spilling onto the streets in Israel and the West Bank, with Israeli security forces pushing back Palestinians protesting the ongoing violence in Gaza.
And still ahead on midday, from fires to floods, intense weather from the west coast to the south. Details just ahead. And a pop superstar ties the knot at her home in Montecito. More on the surprise nuptials for Ariana Grande.